Yo, yo, yo. It is your boy Jed Sanders here. And we back with another video talking about the last night's fight between Justin Gaethje, Paddy Pimblett, and really the main card. Because I went 4-1 on guessing, I had most of them right. The only fight that I was wrong on, of course, was the main event. And now I feel kind of dumb for being wrong about that because, let's be real. Paddy hadn't been tested like this before. And, you know, Michael Chandler isn't really the highest level of fighter in here. And, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of had a feeling that Paddy was going to pull it off because, Gaethje didn't look too well against Fiziev. His performance against Max Holloway was it was good, but he ended up getting knocked out in the end. He was also being outpointed. I had a feeling that in this fight that Paddy was going to be able to capitalize on him being towards the end of his road, but Gaethje said, fuck that. Fuck your goddamn plans. I'm coming in here. I'm winning the belt. It ain't Paddy versus Ilya. It ain't Armin versus Ilya. It's Gaethje in the mix, bitch. So, congrats to Gaethje. I'm a fan of Gaethje. I've been watching bro for a while. And so, it's crazy. It sucks to be wrong, but you know what? I'm not mad about it, bro. I love Justin Gaethje as a fan, as a fighter. I've watched him fight for several years, and it's just good to see him get the belt. I know a lot of these, like our boy Dustin, he was right there, I think he could have won that fight against Islam, but, he got caught. It is what it is. So, anyways, I was wrong on that one, but it's okay because I fucks with that boy Justin Gaethje, so it's all good, I'm not like, oh, Paddy. I'm sure the Guru, our boy Guru's gonna be feeling that shit. I bet you he's gonna be feeling it, but I'm not like a diehard Paddy fan. I was rooting for Paddy, but you know what? He didn't do it. He didn't have enough. I thought he would have been able to catch him with a good submission. We will say though, he was hanging in there. He was swinging back. He wasn't giving up. He wasn't laying down. There were a few times where he did get caught. He kind of just fell to the ground. He's like, "Fuck, man!" But it's Justin Gaethje, bro, and he's still in the mix. Now it's gonna take somebody like Armin or Ilya to beat him to get him out of them. And even still, I don't think he's gonna be done fighting. I feel like Gaethje's gonna be one of those dudes that he's just always gonna be in the mix. And but yeah, I think now he's going to the White House fight. I don't know who he's going to fight, but for sure, him being one of the only American champions, they're going to have to headline it with him. So, but who else better to headline with, that Justin Gaethje, he's that American hero, you know what I mean? Like American fighting hero, American fighter fans that will watch him, they'll be like, oh, dude, this guy, he's all-American, so it's great sell. And then we had another fighter win who also might be getting a placement on that fucking card. Sean O'Malley versus Song Yadong went the way I thought. Well, not exactly the way I thought. I knew he would win by decision. I thought that O'Malley would have had a little bit better striking in the first. That first round was kind of iffy. Could have gone either way. Second round, Song Yadong definitely won that second round. And then the third round, Sean turned it up, started, fighting from the outside, which is how he should be fighting. He should be fighting from the outside. He shouldn't be rushing in to get these back and forth collision fights because he ain't like that, He's got long limbs, trying to get a punch this close is going to be hard for him. But Song Yadong, whenever he would get in that pocket, he was trying to swing. But O'Malley was good at distance control. And so in the third round, O'Malley turned it up, started landing some good shots on Yadong. And, yeah, he beat Yadong real bad. No, not bad at all, honestly. They could have given the fight to Song if somebody had scored the first round for him, maybe. But Yeah, I got that one right again. UD for our boy Sean. We might see him at the White House. Who will he fight? We don't know. But maybe Corey Sandhagen, that'd be sick. Or not Corey Sandhagen, make him fight Umar. Right? He ain't ready for a title shot. But then after that, before that, we had our fight between Waldo Cortez Acosta and Derek Lewis, whom I had taken Waldo to win by knockout. I think I said second round or first, whichever ones, but yeah, Waldo pulled it off. I knew he would. I love Derek Lewis. I'm a big fan of Derek Lewis, but man, that dude looked huge in there. Like, he looked way bigger than Waldo, but Waldo was way too fast. He had really good footwork, good jabs. His jab was what was really controlling the fight. And then there was a moment where he had punched him, and then Derek Lewis kind of slipped. And when he slipped, he didn't try to get back up. He just laid there like, fuck. And so because he laid there, Waldo Cortez Acosta, boom, 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 just started beating him up on the ground and pound TKO. And yeah, so Waldo, he's calling out, who did he call out? I forgot. Man, I don't know, but either way it goes, he's doing good. You know, he's on his way up. I think he's doing good. Before that one, we had Natalie Silva versus Rose Namajunas. Now, I'm glad I got this right, but I'm also not glad that I got this right because I had said Silva would win by decision, but I don't think she actually won this fight. I mean, she turned it up in the third round. She looked amazing in that third round. But that first and second round, Rose was whooping her ass. And we could tell in the first round she was kind of nervous to get started to fight Rose. But, you know, Rose, she was pushing and she was landing. You know, I think maybe in that third round, if she would have done more, they would have given the decision to her. But, you know, some of those things, they got a young prospect to build up right now, so she did just enough in that third. I feel like her kind of, I don't want to say dominating, but like, you know, there were moments where she had like she judo tossed her over, and like she just landed better striking in that last round, which I feel like she woke up in that last round. She needed to put some work in there. And she did. You know, the first round she was having trouble catching her feet. The second round, a little bit better, but then the third round, that's where she turned it up. But I don't think it was enough for her to win, but she won. I'm not mad. I got that prediction right, so fuck it, right? And before that one, we had our autistic fight with Arnold Allen and Jean Silva. Now, I had guessed that Jean Silva was going to win this fight. The first time I had guessed it, I thought he would knock him out. Came back around, I was like, you know what, nah, Arnold's better than that. We'll give him a decision. We'll say that Jean Silva will win by decision because Arnold Allen is a beast, man. So I don't know what I'm talking about. But then we watched the fight. The first round, Arnold Allen was outstriking Jean Silva. He was landing better strikes, and in fact, it was starting to frustrate Jean that he couldn't get him, and to the point that like he kind of just started bum rushing him into landing strikes. In which at the end of the first he did, and then like he just stood there and stared at Arnold Allen. Allen was all like, "We're good," no, and boom, pushed him. And I think once that push happened, it was kind of like, Lord Silva's here now. Lord Silva is up. And so, you know, you can kind of see it slowly, drastically shift over. It looked like from the start a technical fight for Arnold. You know, Arnold was more technically sound than him. And I think that pissed off Jean Silva too. You know what? Fuck this shit. And he just started swinging. He just started throwing. And so, man, he knocked him down a couple times. He landed a couple good shots. And so at the end of the fight, you know, the third round, he they have a moment where they're swinging it out, and I don't remember if Arnold slips or something, or if he gets knocked down or something. But what happens? He's like laid on the ground, and this motherfucker Jean Silva jumps on his back, bro, like a surfboard, and then fucking flies like an eagle off the motherfucker. That's the end of the fight. And Jesus Christ, dude, that shit was stupid. It was silly. Great fight for both guys. Jean Silva might have gotten emotional as we expected him to, and I don't know if he called anyone out. I might have walked away at that point, but you know, he's definitely back up there. I think he should fight someone like Lerone Murphy or Yair Rodriguez. I'm still mad they didn't do Yair versus Diego, but maybe we'll get Yair versus Lord, something. But or Lord Silva versus Aljamain. That could be a fun one. Maybe Aljamain stops him with a sub or something, gets the back and chokes out Lord Silva. That'd be sick. That'd be sick. Anyways, let's not get too distracted. Yeah, Lord Silva won that fight. Like I thought he would. So we went 4-1 on the main card. And this was one that I want to throw out there because this is a major upset as well. Justin winning was an upset. And Alex Perez versus Charles Johnson. Dude, this was like a honorable mention I'm throwing in here because, we all know who Charles Johnson is. You know, the dude with the crazy hair. Also the only guy that knocked out Joshua Van, the current flyweight champion. And so going into this fight, Charles Johnson is or was the favorite to win. Like, he was a massive favorite to win this fight. And so Alex Perez, I believe he came off a loss against Taira Tatsua, which if y'all watch that fight, it was pretty good. Alex Perez ain't all the way out there. And so for me, I always go for Raza, Gotta go for the Mexican. So I'm watching, I'm like, all right, let's go Perez. Come on, bro. Let's pull out the upset. And, man, he just lands a clean fucking hook. I don't know if it was a hook. He landed a few good fucking strikes that rocked Johnson. Johnson was on wobbly feet for like 2 minutes, bro. And then finally, he landed another one that kind of like just dazed him so bad that the ref had to stop, just running, like, fight's over. And Johnson was so out of it that after the fight was stopped, homeboy pushed Perez. He pushed him the fuck off of him, and then like as soon as he like goes to celebrate, fucking Charles Johnson runs over and like he grabs his leg, and the ref's like, "Hey, dude, this fight's over." It's tough, but yeah, Alex Perez with the big upset win. I had to mention it because, dude, that's a major upset. So Perez has thrown himself in the mix with that win. Ugh, fuck. Maybe he'll fight like Brandon Royval or somebody. I don't know. That'd be sick. Brandon Royval versus Perez. I'm sure they fought before, but with the flyweight division right now, and how fucking slim it is, you got no other option but to rematch, bros. Or maybe we'll see. We'll see what they do. Maybe they do him versus Brandon Moreno. That would be sick fight too. But yeah, that's it. That's all, guys. I went 4-1 on the main card, and so yeah, 4-1. The one fight that I didn't think that I was gonna get wrong was that Patty, but man, I forget. I forgot how good fucking Justin Gaethje was though. That dude's a fucking beast, man. He's a killer. Although I don't think he beats Arman. This might be a hot take. Actually, nah, he could probably beat Ilya too, but I don't know. I feel like Ilya versus Gaethje and Max Holloway in 155 is a different fight than it was when he fought Max at 145, and I feel like that's gonna be a different fight. It's kind of hard to say. So, but till next time, boys. Like and subscribe, leave a comment, and let me know what y'all think about that fucking absolute war that we just saw between Patty and Gaethje. And hopefully the next fight card that we get is is equally good because this was a really good opener for the year. I wish we got to see Michael Johnson versus Hernandez. That would have been beast fucking fight right there. I know it, but it's okay. It's all good. Till then, guys. Peace.